Pertandingan pertama pramusim asuhan Jose Mourinho, Aston Villa versus AS Roma, dan bagaimana Dusan Vlahovic bikin kuatrik. Saksikan serunya pertandingan kali ini, dan menurut kalian, apakah permainan ini menghibur? Silakan tulis pendapat kalian di kolom komentar.
Simply have to focus on this man. A big day for him, his keenly anticipated debut. The action comes your way next on EA TV. Oh, hello to you from a city that's always a joy to visit, Vancouver. We're at BC Place for this game. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And we have pre-season group stage action coming right up for you. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, thanks, Derek. Now it's time to see whether this initial fitness training and development of tactics has been successful. Will there be any change of formations? These games are great to assess how the...
And a goal! Not bad for starters! They take an early lead!
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Brian Cristante. Dolphy. This could be troublesome. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again. Buendia. Marlon. Roma recovering possession well. High pressing at its best. Hermoso. Onana. Marlon. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So there we have it, 2-1. Brian Cristante. Divine Revenge. And the referee allowing the game to flow, using advantage. He read it well defensively. Now perhaps they can counter from here. Well, it broke down, alas. Lombardi. Malen with it. Mendy. Feeding it through. And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Brian Cristante. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Might be onto something with that ball. Oh, he's given us away. Mendy. Malen. And the ball back with Villa now. And teammates around him. He'll exploit the space out wide. Managed to get it out of there. Cristante. Electing to shoot and pushed away to safety. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Lombardi. And the ball with Shevchenko. Dogbik. And made sure the pass wasn't troublesome. He read that brilliantly at the back. Daniel Malen. Malen. That's an effective cross aimed at the back post. Not a chance, but he couldn't take advantage of it. Ola Solbakken. It's with Hermoso. Solbakken. Here's Cristante. Villa unable to retain possession. Might work out. Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
Well, it's a great stop from that distance. He's reacted so quickly.
Playing it in. Clearance needed to be better. Happy to take on the shot. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. Emiliano Buendia. Unsuccessfully cut out. There will be 1 minute added on at the end. So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason, Stuart. He's putting in a really authoritative performance here.
Well, he's been at his best today. He just seems to get his shots away so easily, and he's taken his goals really well. Brilliant stuff from him.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. And strong play here. Artem Dovbyk. Ola Solbakken. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Could be dangerous. And pure instinct from the keeper.
Well, a top-class reaction from the top-class goalkeeper. Brilliant stuff.
And over it comes. And the danger cleared. Shevchenko. That's the challenge that was required. Now perhaps they can counter from here. Well, it looks so promising, but it all comes to nothing. Artem Dovbyk. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Stuart.
Well, he's a great talent. Hopefully this move will see him play at his best week in, week out. It's a really good move for everybody.
Will it be? And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest. 3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Poggibo. Very effective pass. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next? Mendy. This could be troublesome. Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Ola Solbakken. What can they do from here? And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. It's time to play it over. Comfortable in bringing that ball down. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Fizzled out. Brian Tristante. It's with Dybala. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Dybala. Back to Dybala. He's got acres of space. Oh, fantastic effort. He made great contact, but the keeper more than... That's a tremendous block. Vigorous defending. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And in with a real chance. Must finish. Can they forge ahead? They do! And you've got to say they're good value for the lead.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, and the finish is so clinical. He just rolls it past the keeper, cool as you like.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Rennes. What a brilliant pass. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Vlahovic. Oh, nice ball. Has someone to play it to. Determined defending. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. And nicely over the top, but superb defending. Vlahovic. This could finish it. And in all likelihood, that is game over. So little time left for a response.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Singo. Oh, that's a really good run. Well, slightly off target, and that'll be a throw-in. Well, they've decided to make a change. And there's the feed into the box. Well, it wasn't quite as good as it looked when it left the boot. We've entered the final 5 minutes. Dybala. Artem Dovbyk. Lacking a distinct sense of rhythm at the moment. Karim Adeyemi. Williams. Shot attempted. Putting his body on the line. Oh, it's a terrific challenge. Could be a chance to break here. And totaling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Roma struggling to keep hold of it. And there it is, the final whistle, and the big story here, Aston Villa get the victory. What did you think of it?
Well, Derek, they were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
terrific individual performance by Dusan Vlahovic. He was wired in, he was mighty effective.
Well, that was as good as I've seen for a long while. He was bright, sharp, inventive, and of course clinical. What a player he is.